May the future be upon us. We just got to witness game one of Drake Maye's career start to finish, and there's a lot of good, there's a lot of and there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and we are going to talk about it here. This is Patriots Digest, and what this channel is going to be: daily trades, rumors, game coverage, game recaps, everything about the Patriots. This channel is all New England Patriots, and we break down everything that comes out from top to bottom, doesn't matter how big or small it is. And I am here, your host, Keenan Warner, and right now, grow with us. Join the crew, join Patriots Talk. If you love the Patriots like I do, just join the conversation, hit that subscribe button there, and let's get things rolling. But let's just take a moment. Let's look at it. We haven't seen this since Cam. We haven't seen this consistently since Brady. He's in the booth.
Second down, 2.
We haven't seen this consistently since Brady. That is a beautiful throw. And I understand there was picks. I understand there was other things. But there is a lot to take away from what this young man did to start his career. And we're going to break it all down right here. A 41-21 loss to the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans, as they haven't put together many complete games yet, we know this is one of the most talented teams. People had this team high. People had this team even going to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, getting to the playoffs. They got to the divisional round last year with rookie sensation C.J. Stroud. In year 2, the statistics aren't there, but the quarterback play is still at an extremely high level. But 21 points, we saw the end zone 3 times, something we have not done all season. And there are a lot of takeaways from Drake Maye's first NFL start. QB settles in after a sloppy start, shows flashes in Texans loss. May finish the game with more touchdowns than Jacoby Brissett had in his first 5 games this season. This was written by Shauna McCarriton, and we are McCarriton, and we're going to break it down here right now. The Drake Maye era has slowly been loading in New England, and Sunday we finally saw it come to fruition. We saw the Patriots finally give Drake Maye a start. Was it too early? Maybe. Here's the thing. We know he's the most talented quarterback on roster. You've got Joe Milton, big body, kind of resembles Cam Newton in a way. He's got all the arm talent in the world, but he's not a polished product. You've got Jacoby Brissett, the journeyman. We've seen him with New England before. He's played in Cleveland. He's played in Indy. He's been around, and he's played starting quarterback, but we know what his ceiling is. We know who he is. Quality backup. He's not a starting quarterback in this league. So Drake Maye being there is great. It's just the offensive line's not good. We know the offensive line's not good. They have their games. They have their moments. They're not terrible run blocking. They're worse in the pass game, but they're not great. And so sitting Drake Maye early on is perfectly fine. But at this point, sometimes you got to throw the guy to the fire and see what he's made of, and he's showing that he is made of the right stuff mentally, at least. In his announcement change regarding Mayo said, it gives the Patriots the best chance to win now and in the future. The Patriots offense looked better with Maye at some points, but the bar wasn't really high. We know that. We know Jacoby really didn't do much. Obviously, they had the 16-10 win against the Bengals, going to be the highlight of the season probably, unless Drake Maye does something special. The overtime loss to the Seahawks. Obviously, they got beat down by the Jets. And then we move forward. They got beat by the 49ers. This team has not been great. We knew it coming in. They were looking at a top 5 pick for sure. But there have been a lot of comments that people have made. And starting with C.J. Stroud after the game. He said he tried to give him a little word of encouragement. I thought he played really solid. Definitely better. Definitely feel like he'll get better as things keep going. He also went on and said, honestly, just to take completion, stay in the positive, and make guys around you better. And this is coming from a guy who obviously won Rookie of the Year last year, and the guy in C.J. Stroud, who's easily a top 8 quarterback in this league here. So those words of encouragement, especially from a young guy, are going to be something that Drake Maye can hold on to here moving forward. And then We've got Coach Drake Maye. He spoke on Drake Maye's product that he put on the field today or yesterday against the Houston Texans. He said, Drake made some good decisions out there. I thought he had some good reads. I thought he tried to get the ball out of his hands. I thought he did a good job extending plays with his legs to get first downs. We just got to be better. He went on to say that he felt that he failed him, and he felt that the team around him failed him. The one thing that Jarrod Maye has done so far is he's been open with Drake with open arms. He has come in and he is giving Drake Maye the keys to the franchise and letting him know that he has got his back. And that's all you can ask for from a young head coach. That's all you can ask for from an organization, which we're instilling the confidence in Drake Maye, which we did not do with Mac Jones, and I think that ultimately led to his demise. We knew he was limited as a passer. We knew he was limited as a quarterback, but he came in a pro-ready quarterback, which is why he was the best rookie quarterback that season. He made a Pro Bowl, got the Patriots to the playoffs, but that was the ceiling. And we knew that would be his ceiling unless you put the pieces around him, unless you were able to get that confidence instilled in him. And we did not do that. Bill Belichick did not do that. When you go to a platoon swap with Bailey Zappi at random times, that just doesn't work out. But moving on and moving forward from there, you've got these stats right here. This is Drake Maye to Jacoby Brissett after 5 games. It might be a little difficult to see, but you see the win. Jacoby Brissett 121 yards, then 149 yards, then 98 yards, then 168 yards. I didn't mention the Dolphins game before, but that 15-10 loss, 160 yards. 243 for Drake Maye. That's in game 1. That's with him not having the greatest efficiency game. That's obviously there's the bad pick, and then there was the unlucky one, the tip that got off a back and everything. That's just an unlucky pick. But 3 touchdowns. And the bomb we saw, that was beautiful. It was gorgeous. He had the nice throw to Mayo Douglas. He was making plays with his legs, and this is the guy that the Patriots need to obviously invest their future in, which they are, but this is the guy who is showing promise in what he can be. We knew coming out of the draft he had all the talent in the world. He was a little bit raw of a prospect, and the offensive playbook kind of showed that they felt he was still a young, raw prospect. They didn't allow him to let loose. They did more so in the second half, and we got to see more of what he's capable of. But that first half, especially a sloppy start from him, but that's jitters, and you're playing against one of the most formidable teams in the AFC and really in the NFL. So you can't ask for too much out of that guy there. And then last but not least, here we have some comments that Drake made himself after the game, which he felt he had some great stuff to watch there on film. Sometimes out there it was a lot of fun on offense. That's what I told the guys in the huddle at the end. We've got the guys in the huddle. We've just got to make a few more plays and play complementary football. Good rushing attack, good passing attack, and then we have to also see what's going on from there. Rhamondre Stevenson did miss this game. Obviously, he's had a little bit of a fumbling problem, but he does give a different dynamic than Antonio Gibson does. You've got just a need for rapport. Obviously, the Patriots, they need a number 1 receiver. They need some linemen. What they have right now is a bunch of guys at the wide receiver position who are playing out of position. Mayo Douglas is the perfect 3. He's having to be your 1A. Jalen Polk is really a number 2. He's having to be your 1B. You've got Hunter Henry, obviously, who's been playing very well this season. He's been one of the bright spots in the passing game for the New England Patriots. But he is a guy who, when he was a Charger, he showed that he could be a top 10-ish tight end in the league. He was trending towards that, but he is just a quality tight end in the league right now, and he's in his role. But if you get that number 1, you're able to get a guy, even Amari Cooper level, T. Higgins level, obviously. If you get a guy in the draft, we see Travis Hunter there. I know he plays offense and defense, and there's a lot of different receivers in this draft, as there are on every draft now, because that's how the game's going. You get that guy, You're able to push everybody down into their role. You see what Malik Neighbors is doing in New York in already 4 games. You've seen what Marvin Harrison's starting to do in Arizona. Obviously, he had the big game, but he's been a little up and down. Arizona's been a weird team. Roma Dunze has been playing solid. Obviously, Caleb Williams didn't start the year well, just came off a big game against the Jags in London. But overall, there's a lot to like with the fact that Drake Maye is in. He gives you elite off schedule capabilities. Obviously, he's not elite now. He's not Mahomes. He's not Allen. He's not Lamar. He's not these guys. Clearly, he's a rookie, just played his first true game back and forth instead of some mop-up time. But he's got that capability. He showed that when he was in college. The arm talent's there. The arm strength is there. It's now being able to play football day in and day out, playing complementary football, taking what the defense gives you, being able to read the defenses. And I think that for game 1, there is a lot more good to take away than there is bad. We have to realize and remember that this Patriots roster isn't the greatest roster offensively. Defensively, they're very good. They have one of the top probably 12 defenses in the league. Currently, I understand the Texans put up 41. They got the ball in plus territory, and that's one of the best offenses in the league, even without Nico Collins. But overall, I think that there's a lot of good to take away from Drake Maye's performance. There is a lot of good things to take away for the Patriots, and we'll see in London against the Jags team that is reeling, against the Jags team that has been lit up by multiple quarterbacks this season. We just saw it with Caleb Williams again. I understand that we have to go to London. They're already in London, which is kind of like their home there. But this is a good spot for Drake Maye against a defense that's definitely been lax, to go out there and show promise and make some plays and maybe go sneak a win out in London. I mean, I couldn't be more excited for the fact that Drake Maye has this opportunity, and I think that he's going to seize it. He's seen now what an He's seen now what an NFL game looks like. He sees now what NFL reps, NFL speed looks like from a high-level opponent. Let's go see if he can do that. But let me know in the comments there what you guys thought of Drake Maye's first performance. Do you think there's a lot to like? Do you feel like he should even be in there right now with how the team is constructed? Or do you think that he is the guy for the future for us? But this has been Patriots Digest with your host, Keenan Warner. Again, let's grow this thing here. It's Patriot Talk every day. Who doesn't love Patriots? Who doesn't love the Patriots? Who doesn't love the blue, the red? Who doesn't just love that, man? Boston, great fans, great people out there. But this has been Patriots Digest with Keenan Warner, and I will see you guys very soon.